Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina and this is Little Red Budgets. This is my budgeting and cash stuffing channel. Today I'm coming out with a little bit of a different video. I do apologize for the noise in the background. My son is in here with me. He's firing his little play toy shotgun and actually watching a movie. So the background noise, that's what that is. So please just overlook that. Y'all should still be able to hear me just fine. But yeah, today I wanted to do a quick video showing y'all my setup for August. I haven't actually come out with a video yet on my channel showing y'all this. And yeah, so I wanted to show y'all this. I'd actually already, wrote it down and everything, but just to kind of briefly explain. So this is my 2023 planner, just a cheap planner that I'm pretty sure I remember purchasing this from Walmart. So I'm going to turn to August and I will zoom y'all in and just briefly explain what I tend to write down on here and keep track of. Okay, so this is the next few days. It's going to be August, so my next month's setup and everything. What I like to write on here is our paydays, when my fiance and I get paid, bills that we have to pay, because I do utilize the paycheck to paycheck method, meaning, when we get our paycheck, which my fiance gets paid every 2 weeks, and right now he's the main breadwinner, whatever bills fall within that paycheck period, those are the bills that we pay with that income. So that's what that means. And yeah, I'll also write down any events or notes or whatever here on the side, that I need to do. So, a lot of the times the paychecks, the days actually roll over from 1 month to the next. Let me show you. So this was July, and today is Friday the 28th. So we got a few more days until August. But since today is Friday, my fiance actually got paid from his job and everything today. And as you can see, this paycheck will roll over into the month of August. Because my fiance's next paycheck isn't until August 11th. And as you can see, we do have bills to pay before his first official paycheck in August. So that's what I mean when I say sometimes the days of the month and the paychecks roll over from 1 month to the next. So, to cover those, I got to look in advance and, budget accordingly. So with this paycheck that my fiance is getting paid today, in the month of July, the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st, there are no bills due. But come the 1st, that's when we typically like to pay our rent. So that bill is due. And then on the 4th, my fiance's back taxes for the federal and the state are due. They're both $100. And then on the 7th, my Wells Fargo credit card, the minimum is normally due, which I think I've already paid this, but I just haven't wrote it down. I just wanted to make sure. And then that's all the bills until my fiance's next paycheck on the 11th. So I just kind of color coded this a little bit. This orange color is from the previous paycheck, July 28th. So that's not even the first paycheck for August. The first paycheck for August that my fiance is making is on the 11th. And then when he gets paid that, I'll write down the amount that he makes. I do know that there is a subscription that, he's got to pay out of that paycheck. And this first paycheck I have highlighted in pink, just to keep track of everything. Shopify, which I pay this, it's $39. It's due on the 14th. And then on the 17th, my fiance's phone card expires. So that's $41. On the 18th, got to pay the water bill, which I haven't gotten the bill in the mail yet, to let us know how much it is. So I haven't wrote down the amount yet. Spectrum, with the promotion that we're on, it's typically been $89.97, I think, every month. So basically $90. But I don't know when they're going to be changing back to the original payment, which was like $115 or $120. So as of right now, I've got that blank until I get the bill, until I can see how much it is, and then I'll write it down here. Also, the 18th is when my phone card expires, so that payment's going to be due, which is going to be $41. The next day The 19th is when our vehicle insurance is due, and the total is being around $210. But I'm just going to wait to make sure, and then I'll write that down. And then we pay basically half of that. The other half is for my fiance's dad. He's also on there because he has 2 vehicles, but he's on our insurance, but he pays for his part of the insurance, if that makes sense. So we basically half that bill. So what I do is I typically just pay that using my fiance's paycheck, because we do pay our bills online. And, you know, his dad will give us $100, you know, his portion of it. So basically, you know, it works out. And then the electric bill, which I haven't gotten the bill for that yet either. So waiting for that so I can write that down. That's due on the 21st. And then that's all the bills for that pay period. And then my fiance's next paycheck, he typically gets paid 2 times a month unless it's a magic month. Like we had, was it in June? I think it was in June. So the 25th, you know, he'll get his second paycheck for August. We have an Apple, or I have an Apple storage, a subscription due that day, which I end up paying that off of my PayPal. Wells Fargo service fee, this is just something that my bank charges each month for right now, $12. I've been paying that. And the second paycheck is highlighted in blue, just to let you know. The income part, the money that we're going to make, is going to be highlighted in green. And then a new bill that we actually just added last night, and it's not even something that my fiance and I have to pay. It's not even our bill, but I tend to write it down because we're going to be having to use, I believe it was my credit card that we put it on. But it's for Disney Plus. We used to have Disney Plus, like I think we canceled it around the beginning of this year. But a Disney Plus and a Hulu bundle subscription. So my fiance's mother is going to be paying for that, and I believe the bundle is $10 a month. So she's going to be giving us the money back. She doesn't have a card, so we got the bundle using my credit card, and then she'll just be paying that money back to us for me to put back onto my credit card to cover that purchase every month, if that makes sense. The last day of the month for August, the 31st, is on a Thursday, which is right before my fiance's next paycheck, for September, on a Friday. So yeah, September 1st, which is going to be my fiance's next paycheck, that pay period's actually going to start on the 1st. So that's cool, but that's not how it always, you know, turns out, because the way the days run, and, you know, my fiance gets paid every 2 weeks and all of that stuff. You know, for example, like the 1st fell on a Tuesday, or is going to fall on a Tuesday for August. So, you know, we have to roll our previous paycheck over until he gets his first paycheck for August. So I hope this isn't confusing and that I'm making sense. That's how, like, it makes sense for me, because I'm the one that's planning all of this and making sure our bills are paid, because that's the very first thing we do. We, like I said, we do pay our bills online. We're not 1 month ahead on bills yet. That's something that I'm working on. But, you know, like I said, we're not there yet. So we do pay our bills online. I don't cash stuff that in my binders. This is how I budget and I plan out our bills. So I write those down the day that they're due, and I can see, okay, he gets paid on this day during this pay period. We have this bill, this bill, this bill, and this bill that needs paid, you know, and all of that good stuff. And I can also look back in my budget planner here if I need to, for whatever reason. I can skip them at the head and look to see how the days fall, when exactly my fiance is going to be getting paid again. Like, for example, I can see I'm in the month of September right now. Like I said, he's going to get paid the 1st. That's right. No, that's not right. I'm sorry. No, it's every 2 weeks. So he won't get paid again until the 8th. So my bad, y'all. He won't get paid again to the 8th. But y'all can see where I'm going with this. Anyways, over here, there's, you know, some notes that I've wrote down. Like, I need to continue saving for our land or property taxes. I need about $300. That is the goal. And it's actually due by December 31st. But I would prefer to have it paid off sooner, like the beginning of December, or maybe even in November if I have enough money saved. I know I have a little over $100 saved right now. So we'll see about that. I think we do have one more payment for the truck parts bill that we need to pay his boss, and I think it's $51. So if that's it, we should definitely be paying it off, I believe, with this paycheck that my fiance got paid today, so we're going to be doing that. And then also my 1-year subscription fee for my cleaning business, which is my website and my domain fee. I've got $150 saved right now. So that's, you know, saved, and it's due sometime around the beginning of August. And I think I have it set to where it'll take the money off of my credit card. So I do have that cash to cover that, to put back onto my credit card for that purchase. So those are just some notes and everything that I put over here to the side. If I ever have any birthdays coming up, I might write those down over there, just like I did last month, because my mom's 50th birthday was in July. Not last month, this month. We're still in the month of July, y'all. I'm so sorry. My mom's birthday was this month, and so was my fiance's birthday. So I wrote those on the side so I wouldn't forget. And then anything else, if I have an event, or if we ever have a vacation coming up or anything like that, I'll probably put that down here on my planner as well. So I constantly look back at this, especially when it's time for me to pay bills. That's one of my big ordeals about this, to me anyways, is so that I know what bills are due, when they need to be paid, the dates, how much, and all of that. So I definitely look back at this to, you know, reference back. And some of these that I don't have the amounts filled in, as soon as I get the bill and I learn how much they're going to be, I'll write down the amounts and I'll just check them off as they get paid. And yeah, I mean, it's really not hard. It's that simple, but I did want to just explain this to y'all, that this is my setup and everything. You know, you can use stickers, you can use highlighters like I did here, the highlighter method. You can, you know, just write it down in a regular notebook or a composition book. You can buy a little cheap planner like this from Walmart, or get you a planner or something from Amazon, you know, anything like that. So, you know, I'm on a budget, and maybe by the time the end of this year comes around for next year, I might buy me a better planner. But as of right now, this is how I'm doing it, and it's working. We are staying on track and paying our bills. And one good thing I can say about this is, before I actually you know, started cash stuffing and got more disciplined and determined, like budgeting wise, because hey baby, because I was budgeting to an extent before, but I wasn't doing it like as consistently and hardcore, if you get my drift. So one good thing I could say about this is, whereas before, just, you know, being honest with y'all, it was mostly our rent. We would be a month or two behind on our rent, and you know, when you're behind, it's really tough to catch up and to stay caught up, you know, because that's taking money away from, you know, your other bills, or from you saving money, or from, you know, your gas and your groceries, your variable expenses and things like that. So once you get behind, it's more tough to get caught back up, you know. Hunter, get out of my purse. Go watch your movie, or I'm going to go turn it off. We was a month or two behind, you know, kind of constantly. You know, our landlord worked with us and everything, thank goodness, and we always got it paid. But like I said, ever since doing this, we have been more dedicated in making sure all of our bills are paid, including our rent, not being behind on that. So that alone, you know, in itself is a victory. Being able to pay your bills, you know, pay your bills on time. That way you're not stressing out about that. And yeah, so I believe that's all I basically wanted to tell y'all about this. If y'all have any questions for me, you can put those questions down in the comments below. I'd be glad to answer them. If you have a question about budgeting, you know, planning, about how I do our finances, you know, because like I said, my fiance gets paid every 2 weeks from his job. I do budget and cash stuff on a bi-weekly basis. I am a zero-based budgeter, meaning every dollar out of our paychecks that we get, I assign a job, a purpose. I always start with our bills and everything first, and after our bills and stuff are paid, I move on to our cash envelopes, as some people call them, or my cash wallet, you know, stuffing our variable expenses that we need to make it the next 2 weeks until his next paycheck. So that would be things like our household, our gas, our groceries, and then if we have any money, to set aside for spending money for myself and my fiance. Hold on, y'all. My son is getting really fussy. Hold on. Okay, well, go sit, please. Go watch your show. But yeah, if you have any questions like that, just let me know. Let me know down below in the comments. If y'all like this video, please do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That way you can, you know, stay in touch with the other content that I have coming out here on my channel. You can stay updated on our financial journey if this is something that you're interested in watching and all of that good stuff. Feel free to share with your friends. You know, help bring some more people on board if this is the type of content that they would enjoy. The budgeting, the cash stuffings, the paying off debt, all of that stuff. You know, our lifestyle financial journey. That's why I do, you know, help share all of this stuff here. I'm by no means a financial expert or a pro or anything like that, but I can share my journey for all of y'all to see. Maybe help give y'all some motivation and all of that. And I wish y'all further ado, I'll see y'all on my next video. Bye.